Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Acura Early. I'm Ariella Scalese.
And I'm Constanzer. Thursday, June 19th. Of course, we've been talking a lot about summertime storms that have been gearing up and producing damaging wind, hail, tornadoes even.
Yes, and we've had a lot of video of that. You'll be seeing it through the morning here over on Acura.com and our social media. But let's start you off with a quick look at the forecast across the country, because some of those storms have still been lingering this morning, especially across Tennessee.
Yeah, they really have been producing a powerful punch there. There's some flash flood warnings that are in place because we've gotten a lot of heavy rain kind of training from west to east over it. And near the Memphis area, too, some damaging wind potential as well.
All right. Otherwise, into the northeast, we're gearing up for a hot, humid, and then stormy afternoon on the way. So although it's nice to see the sunshine, we both commented on that yesterday, we'll see more strong storms again.
All from that system over the Great Lakes. There's another piece of energy just diving its way in across Minnesota. That'll kick up some storms in Wisconsin today. But you can see this big area of heat just building as the storms ride around it. That is going to be our continuing story heading into the week. My computer's still updating. How about that?
Love it. All right. In the meantime, we'll get to our top story today, which follows the next round of
drive east this time of year, especially early in the morning, is never easy. As you look across the mid-Atlantic region, we did have some thunderstorms around the D.C. area overnight, and those produced some damaging winds as well as a little bit of heavy rain and flooding. But the real story was off towards the west. You can find the state of Ohio, Indiana, and a good chunk of Illinois covered by some of these severe storm reports, which indicate damaging wind with the purple, where trees have come down and blocked roads, knocked out power. Plus, we've also had some hail reports as well as a few tornado reports coming through. Those storms, by the way, you can't even find them on the radar this morning. They'd be somewhere about here by now, but they've dissolved. Oh, not really, let's face it, especially across parts of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, even into upstate New York. We've had a lot of rain over the past 30 days. So we could use a little bit of an easement on the action, but we're going to get in on at least another chance for thunderstorms today. Today, it is not only stormy across some areas like Buffalo and Pittsburgh, where we do have some of those temperatures in the 70s, but it is hot in other locations. 92 in Boston, 90 in New York City, and 90 in Washington, D.C. So the thunderstorms really making a difference here. And as we work our way into your Thursday afternoon, look at these thunderstorms here, just stretching from parts of Canada right into northern North Carolina. So places like Raleigh will have that risk for severe weather. The focus, damaging winds, because finally drier air works in for areas that have had so much flooding from West Virginia to Pennsylvania through the past couple of days. And we clear things out enough that we keep things mostly quiet, I think, into your Friday. There will be at least some moisture trying to return in a few spots, but that'll be later in the day. So a couple thunderstorms highlighted to the north for your Friday. Ultimately, though, drier air coming into the mid-Atlantic, lifting up on the gas for us there and keeping us quiet, I should say, as we head into.
Hard to find good weather. So enjoy Friday here across the jump to travel here.
Well, from the heat, we will have thunderstorms is the biggest concern today. So that's what's going to create the major delays later today in New York City, for example. The good news is that if you are trying to fly out other days beyond this, the backlog might be significant today, but flight cancellations go down.
And we welcome you back to AccuWeather Early. Thanks so much for watching us on this Thursday morning.
It is getting into the time when the days are so long. I absolutely love it, but I also don't get a lot of sleep because I'm one of those people where if the sun lights up, I gotta be moving.
I had that problem yesterday, and it's been so cloudy into the northeast, and I have blackout curtains except for one of my windows. And I went to bed like just after 7 yesterday. I was like, it is so bright. How's a girl supposed to sleep? But we've been so lucky with the clouds for this shift that it's like, well, it's dark anyway. Might as well go to bed.
Don't worry, we're gonna keep brightening things up and heating things up across the northeast. But that's some good news. And actually, I think I'm supposed to be on the floor.
That's why I was a little confused, because you weren't leaving.
Okay. That's fair. I was you last week, I think, Ariella, so this is why I'm here. Showers, thunderstorms here. Chicago, you're getting a little bit of that action skirting around. The thunderstorms, though, at least across the northern tier of the nation, are moving through northern Minnesota at this point in time. This will come south and continue to clip Wisconsin later today. But really, our story across the central U.S. is this heat dome building, right? We have the jet stream lifting to the north. The good news about this heat dome building and everything about it, it's going to keep the smoky skies from Canada away from us. However, it's also going to allow showers and thunderstorms to blister around, and let's face it, it's going to be hot in the meantime, so those numbers will be up. 94 for the high in Sioux Falls today. You go to 99 in Scottsbluff and Rapid City, really hot. Chicago, you're not at that heat because, again, starting off with some, look at how the heat has exploded off towards the west. Bismarck, 105, Rapid City, 106. It is hot as we go through tomorrow. The peak of the heat really ramping up here across parts of South Dakota, Nebraska, even into eastern Colorado. AccuWeather real field temperatures, of course, will match the air temperatures or be at times higher, depending on how much humidity. Soda thunderstorms firing up later behind that. As we go into tomorrow, here's that next impulse of energy driving its way through, and that's where we get that new eruption of thunderstorms, which could bring damaging winds, hail, and even some potential for tornadoes as we go into your Friday here. There we go. They recharge a little bit here as we go throughout the day.
To the storm reports over the last 24 hours, where most of this was in interior portions of the southeast from Kentucky to Tennessee, and there's still ongoing heavy thunderstorms this morning, capable of bringing more flooding here and some stronger winds as they make their way further south. So storms to be monitoring. The area we think there will be more organized severe weather will be across North and South Carolina, especially between the cities of Winston-Salem and Raleigh. Pretty high population zones here for numerous severe. We take you into the next several hours here where it's more drenching thunderstorms right along the Tennessee, North Carolina state line. And these thunderstorms still bear some watching here, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, as they slowly dive south here. I think those could have some hail, some gusty winds, and some heavier downpours here, as we're also watching more severe weather across the Carolinas through tonight. Into the day tomorrow, we'll start to get more of a northerly direction of the wind beyond this front, and that'll bring us some drier air, some lower humidity. Thunderstorms, though, will still be lingering further to the south. High temperatures will still be hot tomorrow, but with lower humidity in the shade, it may feel a little bit nicer. And the weekend really starts